Oh, my goodness. Well, we must go to America, mustn't we, first? Because this weird situation where President Biden, this is the headline terror. So basically, there's been an investigation. He's had some classified documents in his possession that he shouldn't have. And the inquiry into it decided not to charge him, partly because he seems not to be able to remember very much, including the suggestion that he may not know he was vice president.
Is that what they said?
Well, he couldn't remember the years, and then there was some question about whether he was aware of it.
I've got to be honest, I am terrible with years, and I constantly forget my own children's birthdays. I'm just not a very good date memory person. So I do have some sympathy for him.
Yeah. Do you ever walk up the stairs and you think, I don't know why I came up the stairs?
I sometimes go to shops and forget why I went to the shops to buy.
So, and I don't, yeah, I'm always very conscious that when I'm going to mock someone who may be senile, but when they're president, I think you can.
Mm.
Yes, because that's the next 5 years.
And he's got a nuclear code? But he won't be able to remember it. In fairness, he won't be able to remember
for America. On the one hand, they've got Trump facing 91 charges and also losing it because he's forgetting who he's talking to, who he's talking about. And then you've got Biden. And a country like that can't come up with better candidates.
It's not clear whether he simply forgets the dates he was vice president or whether he couldn't remember being vice president. And I'm starting to wonder if this guy wakes up in the morning and he doesn't know he's president. And I'm not joking. So this is what he had to say in response.
Something the special counsel said in his report is that one of the reasons you were not charged is because, in his description, you are a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory.
I'm well-meaning, and I'm an elderly man, and I know what the hell I'm doing. I've been president. I put this country back on its feet. I don't need his recommendation. It's totally out.
How bad is your memory, and can you continue as president?
My memory is so bad, I let you speak.
Okay, so you can still do jokes. The council report also said it would be difficult to convict the president, and you heard this in the question, he's a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory. So, yeah, the problem is that Trump has got charged for the same thing, which is when you leave office, and I don't know why this happens all the time, they leave office and they think, I'll have that and I'll have that, and it's not. They don't think it's stealing. It's just taking some records. It's almost souvenirs.
I don't know if it is souvenirs, and I don't know if they don't know what they're doing. It's very murky that they feel the need to keep some of the most sensitive documents.
Well, I don't know, Jay,
to do with defence in their garage.
I don't know, they're writing memoirs or something, are they?
Well, listen, I have left office, and there is a temptation to pick up a bag of stuff and take it out with you. But anyone who's professional knows you shouldn't do that. Yeah. You leave it behind. And you have a relationship with your officials in the past, and you rely on that. And I think it's very basic.
What I suppose we're just coming to terms with is that when you are badged up as a government person, as you have been, even your private communications are sort of public record. I mean, they need to be part of it. And we've had arguments about WhatsApp messages being deleted by people and stuff. And it's still a bit of a grey area. But what you really can't do is take official documents home and put them in your safe, which Trump has done. Now, he's not happy today because he thinks Biden's getting off. And he says this is now proven to be a two-tiered system of justice and unconstitutional selective prosecution. The Biden documents case is 100 times different and more severe than mine. It seems to be that... So Trump has tried... This is the argument. Trump tried to stop them finding the documents. Biden just said, they're in the garage next to my car. That seems to be... And then he couldn't remember.
And also Trump would give visitors to his house a tour of his stolen documents and show them the plans for invading Cuba. I mean, he really went for it in terms of the souvenir collection.
And he may have had a whole load of correspondence from Kim Il-jung, the North Korean leader, which were handwritten, which are not really his to take.
No. But also, this will play really well with his backers or
as will all the news channels today running Biden's greatest moments when he hasn't got things completely right. Do you want to see?
Down, and I said, America's back. And Mitterrand from from France looked at me and said, What? Why? How long are you back for? There's been a response from the opposition, but yes, I'm sorry, from Hamas, but it seems to be a little over the top. Britney's tour. She's down in. It's kind of warm in Brazil right now.
So, the middle one was about forgetting Hamas. The first one was, obviously, he says Mitterrand from Germany, but it's not Germany and it's not Mitterrand, it's Macron from France. And then he says that Taylor Swift is Britney Spears, which is the most shocking one of the lot. We all make blunders. You know, if they took our highlights of this show, they could find us forgetting things, couldn't they, Yasmin?
This bodes very
But we're not running the world.
No, but that's exactly what I'm saying. You know, what a choice. What a choice.
Is there any... You're always inclined to take a positive view here. Is there anything we can say in Biden's favour here? Could he get better, for example?
Well, he has got a bit better. I think the medicine that they have given him has increased his performance. But boy, he really does look old. And the idea that he could be president in, say, 4 or 5 years' time doesn't make any sense at all to me.
Well, of course, then, OK, so you need to be ready for this, Yasmin, because you're going to get into a lather in November if Trump wins. You've got to, because I've got a friend who's a psychologist, and she says she has a number of Trump-related breakdowns on her books. Right.
But I don't know what happens if he is convicted now that this has happened.
Nothing.
I don't know.
He'll be president, and he can clear people, can't he?
Can the Democrats not get another candidate?
Who would you get?
Well, I don't know. They must have some bright sparks.
What, you just say, is anyone called Kennedy round here, or is that what you do? I mean, it's not that easy because they won't have any presence. So you go for Kamala Harris, but then she
hasn't done very well.
Yeah, she's quite a bad. Do you get that, James? That Kamala Harris thing? Everyone talks badly of her.
I keep wanting to like her, and then I watch a video, and I just feel neutered by the way that she speaks, and she doesn't come across well or make good points. I mean, it's a real problem.
Well, I think Biden has put her into some difficult jobs, either to test her or to make sure she had no chance.
Well, the migration thing that he put her in charge of was unfair. Because,
well, you've got... Who would you ring? Go on. Who would you ring? If you don't want Trump to be president, who do you ring?
I don't know.
I'll tell you in a second. No, I want to hear your suggestion first.
I don't know.
OK, how about this? Michelle?
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Michelle, we need you to do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I was just going to say,
do you think
Obama...
She's so bright. She's so charismatic. I don't think she's up for the job. She must have a lot of other things to do. But yeah, that's the kind of candidate you need.
Yeah.
But I also
the first
think that,
woman. Can you imagine?
The security around that, the fact that they're in the absolutely beautiful moment, the post-presidential moment of their lives. Do they want to go back into that hurly-burly? I don't know. All right.